With that, there are some more news updates that we are now taking. Viewers, the Supreme Court has reserved its order on Sabarimala case. The order has been reserved after 16-day hearing by a 9-judge constitutional bench. Compilation of the written submissions can be submitted till 29th of May. Supreme Court now reserving its verdict on the matter on the Sabarimala case that it has picked up for a few days. The order has been reserved. Now remember, 16 days of hearing from a 9-judge constitutional bench was held, and written compilations and submissions will be allowed to be submitted till 29th of May, after which a verdict can be expected. Let's go across to Sambhav, my colleague, getting us more updates on that. Sambhav.
Well, 9-judge constitution bench, after 16 days of hearing in the Supreme Court, has finally reserved its judgment in the Sabarimala reference case. And if we talk about the 9-judge bench, which includes the Chief Justice of India, Surikant, among others, Justice B.V. Nagaratna, Justice M.M. Sundaresh, Justice Asamuddin Amantullah, Justice Arvind Kumar, Justice A.G. Masi, Justice P.V. Varale, Justice R. Madhavan, and Justice Jayamala Bakshi. 9-judge constitution bench discussed the Sabarimala reference case in detail, where over 10 senior advocates appeared in the Supreme Court, including Senior Advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi, Solicitor General of India Tushar Mehta, also senior advocates like Kapil Sibal. Many other senior advocates appeared in this particular case, and detailed hearing happened in the Supreme Court on certain questions. If we talk about, if we remind all, hearing in the Supreme Court from day 1 to day 16, the important points raised, the first one is that the Supreme Court is not reviewing the Sabarimala verdict in reference, only considering the constitutional questions. And what are these constitutional questions? Constitutional questions are around Article 25 and 26 of Indian Constitution, basically, and many other constitutional questions as well. And if we talk about important remarks made by bench, especially the single woman judge in the 9-judge bench, Justice P.V. Nagaratna, made certain remarks during these 16 days of hearing in the top court. And if we talk about few remarks of Justice P.V. Nagaratna, she said that there cannot be untouchability for 3 days a month. That's what she said with reference to Article 17 of Indian Constitution in the Sabarimala case. And also on day 3, the Supreme Court has said that excluding other denominations, the religious denominations from temples, will affect Hinduism. And also in the same hearing, the discussion on constitutional morality took place, where Senior Advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi told the Supreme Court that constitutional morality in religious matters like a bull in a china shop. And if we talk about other arguments by other Senior Advocate Rajiv Dhawan has said that correct test is if religious belief is bona fide. And if we talk about recent remarks, few lawyers have said that social reform may necessitate a scrutiny of religious practices, and proportionality test can be used. And also Supreme Court has said that Supreme Court shouldn't have totally struck down law banning excommunication. Also, female genital mutilation issue was raised in the Supreme Court before the 9-judge bench, and also Supreme Court has said that female genital mutilation with FGM affects the health and cannot be compared with circumcision. This is what the top court has said on day 13th. And also, the Supreme Court has orally observed that what happens to Indian civilization if every religious practice is
All right,
questioned
Sambhava,
in
thank you
court
very
of
much
law.
for joining us and bringing us those additional